There's a big old...
Amazing.
Right, we are finally here. We're live.
Finally here.
Okay, sorry everybody for the slight delay. We are here now, and the time is already going. You can be very proud. Actually, no, it's not. It's paused. That's great. But welcome along, everybody. As always, some sort of technical hitch, but we are now fully underway. I just can't click on that, so I have to keep on that. Okay, lovely stuff. And, okay, hello. What's happened so far? I don't actually know. Has anything happened?
We've had a few cars go out and set lap times. Carlos Sainz is currently top of the timesheets with a 1:22.4. We just had a Yuki replay. I think he had a little wobble at turn 3. So
Little whoopsie.
Little whoopsie.
I like to call it a little whoopsie, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Norris
that's all
just
good.
gone fastest in Sector 1 and Sector 2, so he looks like he's on for a good lap time. McLaren's looking quite quick in FP1, because of course that's the only practice that we've had before this quali.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why my prediction was Norris P4, even though neither you nor Tommy have gone for a McLaren, but Ricciardo rather than Lando Norris. Interesting. Very interesting. Do you think that's because he's going to bin it? Or... Okay.
No, I just think Ricciardo's going to pull something out the bag, but hey, I don't know. I put Bottas pole as well, just because before everybody says, what am I thinking? I just wanted to change up a little bit. Otherwise, we'd all go for Hamilton pole.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You wanted to switch it up.
No, Bottas also might think, actually, I'm going to show these guys what they're missing and put in a mega quali lap. But I mean, it's a little bit too late if he does.
It is.
Starts to do things like this while he's not got a Mercedes seat for next year anymore.
Katie is very quiet. Let me turn you up, Katie.
Sorry, I can shout into my mic. I have moved it closer.
I've turned you up a bit as well, so maybe the two of it, the combined thing will help a lot. But anyway, welcome everybody. I haven't really done a proper introduction to the Italian Grand Prix Watchalong Friday qualifying thing that is Friday sprint quali, but not sprint quali. This is quali. Sprint quali is tomorrow, because this is just positioning for the cars tomorrow, which is very odd still, isn't it? It's still a very strange thing to have to go through. But we are 11 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in Q1. Currently it's Lando Norris fastest, as we mentioned. Hamilton's on a quick lap though through that first sector, and it looks as though Mercedes very much have the upper hand coming into Monza.
They do. They're normally pretty speedy around here, but they've just continued that through for 2021. And also surprisingly, well, I say surprisingly, but Aston Martin were pretty quick in FP1. Obviously, they're a Mercedes-powered car, but bodes well for my prediction for this weekend, which was a Lance Stroll top 5. And he's currently in P4 at the moment in Q1. So if he can keep this up...
Okay, interesting.
We won't talk about my other prediction, but that one is going okay.
I've lost the timer now. I am so sorry. I was trying to play around so I could not basically lose the timer, and now I've lost the timer, so I might have to sort that out very shortly. Let me sort that out right now. So Giovinazzi's just gone, well, it's P5 now. There's a replay of Max Verstappen. What's going on here into the second chicane? Does he dip a wheel in the gravel? Yes, he does. That's not something you want to be doing very often indeed. I'm going to set the timer up again. I apologise, everybody, for the timer just deciding to blow up. So, welcome, everybody, again. Hello, Gorky Rex. Monza Madness says H. Just the letter H. Why not? So, yeah, Hamilton, fastest by a quarter of a second. And Verstappen is all the way down in P9 at the moment, which is slightly concerning for the Red Bull driver, you'd say.
One thing that I read earlier is that Max has never had a podium here at Monza.
Never.
Which I was quite surprised by. No, never ever. So
never,
maybe
ever,
this
ever.
Weekend... never ever ever ever. But maybe this weekend he will change that and put it on the podium. But of course, it is a different schedule this weekend. Hence why on a Friday night, we're not down the pub or... that kind of thing. We're doing a qualifying watch-along for you.
Exactly.
I say at the pub. I'm just speaking for myself. That's my normal Friday night routine. But hey, I'm happy to watch F1 cars go around. So
aren't we all? Aren't we all? It's weird. can't get my head around it. I tweeted earlier, actually. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Not that it's a bad thing, but it's just a weird way to start your weekend on a Friday evening to watch quali, which, to be fair, I was a fan of the British Grand Prix. What's happened in the pits, both the Ferraris, and then there's,
that was
Mazepin
an unsafe
swiping
release,
in front
surely.
of Leclerc. I mean, how do they manage that in qualifying? Like,
And it was completely clear behind. I know, like, obviously they want to get out first, but they just
makes
waited.
absolutely no sense. Oh dear.
Oh, I hate it when the cars are going slowly and they try and get.
So the championship
past them.
leader, Katie, Max Verstappen, is having a bit of a shocking Q1 at the moment.
He's
Like,
not
he
having
can't
a great
get a
time,
lap
is
in at the
he?
moment, which is, I mean, we have still got 8 minutes or so left of the session, but a few more of those, and all of a sudden he's maybe a little bit. Look at the state of this. Into Lesmo 1. Look at all the cars. Why is it so bad round here? Like, it's ridiculously bad. And I guess I'm answering my own question in the sense that everyone's trying to get a slipstream. And it's not like they'll just spread out and fine, doesn't matter if you do or you don't. I think the slipstream's worth about half a second round here, which is definitely the difference between getting through Q1 and Q2 if you're a midfield team. So, oh God, this is going to be a very hectic last part of Q1, I think.
Yeah, well, FIA have just said that they're noting the pit lane incident between Leclerc and Mazepin. But as you say, Monza is a particularly short circuit as well. So it does mean the cars get bunched up. But yes, do you remember a few years ago when we had that absolutely ridiculous traffic that basically made a total sham of qualifying because everybody
Yes.
just got all.
I think, was it Leclerc and maybe one other car got over the line? So Charles Leclerc had one of the most, like, uninspiring pole positions ever because no one made the line, and it was very odd. But I was obviously very happy as well because Charles Leclerc and all that.
just a little bit.
So what's going on currently in Q1 then? 6 minutes 45 remaining. Lando Norris has just slotted himself in P3. There are cars literally everywhere. If you're not watching qualifying, this is just, I mean, it's as hectic as you like. I don't feel like it's been like this forever though. I just feel like in modern times, in the last few years, it's just been crazy around here, but it's not like a running trend for 20, 30 years. I just don't understand why it's all of a sudden becomes such a thing. Maybe it's because the cars punch such a hole. Oh my God, this
Look at
is
this replay.
just ridiculous.
Oh no.
That's going to be a penalty, maybe.
There's going to be a lot of.
Oh my
dear.
God.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of things that are noted, aren't they? Let's
That
just
is
say, I don't think
ridiculous.
we're going to get a final qualification result until probably quite late this evening, because I can imagine there being maybe some penalties being handed out for impeding in quali.
I can't believe that. That was crazy. Like, there was about 6 cars at Ascari. Like, that is just, that is very dangerous indeed, especially at those speeds. And clearly the Ferrari of, I believe that was Charles Leclerc, was obviously not aware of Gasly, one of his very close friends, coming through Ascari, but it may not be penalised just purely because of how hectic the whole session is, and the fact is it is Q1. Sainz goes P3. Right now, it's Russell, Leclerc, Mazepin, Kubica, and Mick Schumacher, the bottom 5. So Leclerc's going to have to get a move on, isn't he? Really?
Well, Verstappen's just gone P3, but before that, Giovinazzi is also, he's putting in some quick times again.
No,
Maybe he does, like, the contract isn't 100% decided because there's lots of rumours. There go, another incident involving Mazepin again, and Kubica noted. So that's 2 things that Mazepin's been involved in so far that's been noted by the stewards. But yeah, Giovinazzi is putting in some fantastic performances just as we get a really unnecessary zoom in of his face.
Completely unnecessary.
Yeah. But yeah, well, who knows? Maybe he knows his contract isn't 100% decided yet and is putting it out the bag. But once again, why wait this late in the season? Why are you not doing this since Bahrain, mate?
But that's
Come
the thing.
on.
Like, that's actually what happens, though, isn't it? With a few drivers, like Kvyat is one that comes to mind of when the pressure's just relieved a little bit, and you know that you're not long for this sport. That all of a sudden you just relax a little bit and send it a bit more. And Giovinazzi seems to be a prime example of that. So if he can get through Q1, maybe even Q2, depending on his performance, then it is a little bit too late, isn't it, for poor Giovinazzi? Leclerc is saying it's so difficult to drive, which I think is fair from what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do a poll, probably chat for Q2 and Q3, get an idea of something or other that I want you guys to vote on a little bit later. George Russell, a tenth and a half up on Ocon, who's currently the driver at risk. That'd be a bit of a shocker for Esteban. Alpine seems to have dropped off a little bit again this weekend. It just seems like they have really good tracks and then really mediocre tracks, and there's nothing really in between. Can George Russell get through? I mean, I say can. He does pretty much all the time, but isn't it just only one time he's been knocked out?
Yeah, I think so. Because when it was last time with the sprint at the Silverstone, he got through. He did like a good job on the Friday. So everybody, instead of calling him Mr. Saturday, was calling him Mr. Friday. But yeah, I'm interested to see. I want Alonso to get up the order because, well, him and Kimi, they were like the two breakout stars from the first sprint quali that we did. And I'd like to think that, well, obviously Alonso knows this track like the back of his hand. So could be for some interesting stuff in the sprint race quali, whatever you want to call it, tomorrow, which you and Tommy are going to be doing a watch-along for, which would be exciting because you've not done a race
double
before.
Watch-alongs. Double watch-alongs. You are welcome. George Russell's only gone 11th. Latifi 13th, only 400ths behind his teammate. So Latifi, if he'd have just snuck ahead of Russell there, I'm thinking maybe you've got a chance, my friend, because with that sort of lap time, I don't know he's going to get another lap of the softs out. And you can see there, absolute swapper McGee just past Ascari there. And that's where he lost a bit of time. So George Russell might be struggling.
Oh, who's this on board with? Oh, race control.
Oh, no.
Another incident between... Is this the same incident between Kubica and Mazepin? Don't tell me there's another one.
Mazepin had 3 noteds.
Mazepin's going to be starting a Magello at this rate. Christ.
Right, so let's
this
have
is
a
just
look
silly.
at the picture
Come on,
right now.
guys.
Okay, so let's have a look at the picture and see. Well, Vettel's currently in the drop zone. That would be a big surprise.
Big
Ocon
shock.
as well, 17th. Anyone? Sonoda is on the cusp again. Danny Rick seems okay up in 6th. Lando,
This is going to end in disaster.
Yeah,
Come
not
on.
too safe in 9th. It's very... Oh, God. It's
Nobody's going to set a blimmin' time. It's just
Shuffle
they're all
McGee,
too
isn't
close
it?
to each other.
It's absolute Shuffle McGee.
Oh, here comes Mazepin on team radio. I don't
Mick needs to
understand
get
why
a move on.
both...
Oh,
I don't understand why Mercedes have sent Hamilton and Bottas out. I would imagine they'd be fairly safe with those times, but they've gone out and there's not really much traffic, so maybe they're just getting some runs in on the soft tyres or something. Because I didn't really get.
I mean,
they
they've
didn't use
only
any
just left the pit. No, they're turn 5 and 6. So, oh my, they're not going to get a lap.
Look
Hamilton
at
and
that.
Bottas, like Hamilton and Bottas won't get a lap. This is ridiculous. I don't think Lando's going to be okay there. You know, because Lando's going to have to wait for all of them. I'm a little bit hesitant to see Lando get over the line. He's currently P9. If we see big improvement,
Vettel's
we'll
also got to absolutely ace this lap, otherwise he is out in Q1.
Very good point. P16, 1.5 tenths behind Yuki Tsunoda, who's currently on the cusp. And let's have a look and see what he's like through the first sector. Did Lando make the line? We're about to find out in 7 seconds' time. Vettel, in fact, is 7 thousandths down on Tsunoda. Stroll is 2.5 tenths down, but that's on Hamilton. Oh, that's the timer going off, so apologies for your ears. Lando did make the line.
Yeah, Hamilton and Bottas both pit.
So Ricciardo didn't.
Do that extra bit of running.
And so let's have a look and see. This is going to be an interesting end to Q1. I reckon we could see a big scalp go out. I say big. A midfield scalp at the end of this. Let's take a look and see. Vettel 3 tenths up on Tsunoda. Stroll only 4.5 tenths down on Hamilton. So that's going to push a few people. Perez, let's not forget, is down in P10 as well, Katie.
Yeah,
He's not looked good this weekend, has he? He's not looked good.
He's really struggled. He managed P10 in FP1, which is not great. Goes P7, but...
P7 should be okay. Russell doesn't improve, neither does Latifi. Vettel goes to 8th. That puts Stroll. Okay, now Latifi on the cusp. Can anyone else improve out there? Ocon. Kubica only 18th. Does Ocon get out of Q1? He does indeed. P11. That puts Latifi down. Giovinazzi
P5?
up to P5.
Hello.
Take a bow. Sonoda gets the 14th. Russell's on the cusp now. Is Alonso going to drop him out? He is. George Russell out in Q1.
Wow.
Lando goes P3. Wow. Wow. So George Russell, Nicholas Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Robert Kubica and Nikita Mazepin are your bottom 5. George Russell's going to be a bit gutted with that. Is that the re-signing curse that we've seen from Ocon and Perez? I know it's not re-signing, but it's still a contract signing.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
and Latifi,
oh my goodness, there's an animal walking or running across the track there.
And let's just spare a thought for Latifi. 400ths away from breaking the quali streak that George Russell has.
Yeah, very, very close. But Russell making sure that he's still setting those qualifying records. Even though
hold on. No, someone's had the lap time deleted. Russell's through. Sonoda's had his lap time deleted.
Sonoda's had his lap time. Yeah. Oh, Yuki. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see Russell promoted, but that's a bad mistake from Yuki. He's obviously gone wide at maybe turn 5 or turn 11.
George thought he had a good car for tomorrow. Well, he's got another chance now. Sonoda.
That's such a costly mistake. Can't be doing that.
I mean, Gasly was down in P12, but he didn't actually go out for another run, I don't think.
No. Wow.
Interesting.
That was certainly a weird Q1. I mean, we knew it was going to be pretty spicy because normally it is in Monza because of the nature of the track and everybody, like you say, wanting to get into that slipstream and it being a short track and stuff. But yeah, not good for Yuki Tsunoda. Did you see that he said he was surprised to have been re-signed for 2022?
Did he say that?
Yeah, he was like, I was a bit shocked, to be honest, because he's well aware that he's had a lot of crashes and stuff, and his quality performances have been far from ideal.
Wow.
I mean, got to love the honesty of the kid, but
yeah, that's maybe a little bit too honest. Maybe maybe a little bit too much.
I think it might be.
Okay, chat. Welcome to the Q1 break now as we head over towards Q2. Tsunoda out, as I mentioned. That promotes George Russell into Q2, which bit of stroke of luck for George, but maybe just not so great from Tsunoda. But it was clearly very close between a lot of the drivers out there. Lando Norris ended up P3. So that McLaren looking very nice indeed after having maybe a slightly worse weekend at Zandvoort. It seems as though, again, this Ferrari-McLaren battle just constantly just swapping back and forward. Imagine if Red Bull and Mercedes didn't exist, it would be an absolute worldie between those two. But unfortunately they do. I say unfortunately as a joke. But yeah, so who was your star of Q1? Katie, I know who it's going to be, but who is your star of Q1?
Oh, you say you know who it's going to be.
Come on. Antonio
Giovinazzi.
Performing on Italian soil.
He is. He's got his PG Tips Alfa Romeo livery going on, this special Italian livery that they've put on the car. And yeah, he's doing pretty well, is old Antonio.
I'm going to do a poll right now asking what people think.
Norris is also a good standout from that. So
okay, we'll put him in the poll. Anyone else?
Well, yeah, not Nikita Mazepin if he's going to get a million penalties after this. Who else stood out? I mean, Hamilton
fastest. We'll put him in there.
Yeah, he's just doing the business.
And then
maybe Gasly. Where did Gasly finish?
No, Gasly was 12th.
Well, he was 12th. Oh gosh, yeah, don't put him in the poll.
The leaderboard's left me, unfortunately. So I'm just going to leave it as 3.
Yeah.
Ask your community. I've just asked my community. It's so emotional.
Oh my god.
But thank you everybody for coming and joining this Quali Watch Along on a Friday. Very different, as I say. Maybe you've come back from work. Maybe you've just been waiting for Quali on a Friday evening. I do enjoy watching Formula One in an evening, Katie. It's something that it's something about it. You're cozy. Maybe not so cozy when you're doing Quali Watch-alongs, but you're cozy when you're just sat there, just chilling, or a race, and it's just like it's dark outside. The radiator's on. If it's hopefully not the radiator's on right now because I'm absolutely.
I don't need the radiator on today. It's boiling.
In the winter, it's just a vibe, isn't it?
It is really nice. You got your dinner on your lap, watching the telly. But it does make my job a bit of a nightmare because it just means that normally if a race finishes at like 4, then I'll work till like 11, 12 at night. And just means I have to work even later. But I do like the atmosphere.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, to be
That's
fair,
all right.
internet's best reactions on an evening of a race is not fun.
Going out at 4 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a late one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what some comments are saying. Literally going to work late for this, says Parser. Lando for the win, says Samux. It's lunchtime in the USA, says Jacob. 10 a.m. in Canada, working with you guys in my ear. Well, welcome, Chris Taylor. I hope you're enjoying work. Thank you for joining us in this quali watch along. Maybe we are your radio. Are you even watching the quali, or are you just tuning into Radio WTF1?
That's a lot of pressure if you are, because I'm not a commentator. My one sort of input in that was there's a massive zoom in of Antonio Giovinazzi's face. That was like the one thing I contributed. So sorry if you're relying on me solely.
You are forgiven. I'm going to put the timer on in 3 seconds. 14:35. Q2 is underway, everybody.
Oh, all the Australians are saying it's 2 a.m. in Melbourne. Oh my goodness, that's dedication.
That is.
Midnight in Malaysia.
So Giovinazzi, just to speak about the poll, has 63% of the star of Q1 vote. Lando Norris has 29% and Lewis Hamilton has 9%. If you're thinking my maths is wrong, it's because Antonio's just went down to 62. So there you go. Let's have a look at some corner analysis, and not really telling us too much, really, in turn 11. 0.05 of a second is Verstappen faster than Perez through turn 11. I would have maybe liked some analysis of where he's actually gaining time, considering Verstappen was quite a bit quicker than Perez, but here we go. Both the Red Bulls out immediately out the pits to do some slipstreaming. I wonder who's going to be leading that train. Any ideas?
Well, I don't think it's going to be Max Verstappen.
No, and I can confirm it's not.
Oh, is it not?
No, as in it's not Max.
Yeah. Well, at least Checo managed to get through to Q2 today because he didn't manage that in Zandvoort. So
that's true.
Progress. Baby steps.
Progress. I'm not sure we can call it progress.
Yeah.
It's more of a recovery,
bare
isn't
minimum.
It?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shocker for Zandvoort. And for Zandvoort especially, that's not an easy track to overtake, as we saw. He did obviously make some amazing moves in that Red Bull, but as you should. We saw it with Albon. We even saw it with Gasly sometimes in that Red Bull. It is a much quicker car than most of the cars out there. No investigation necessary, apparently, for Mazepin nearly swiping off Leclerc's front wing, which is interesting, to say the least, but we move.
At least that's one less thing that he's got to worry about for after the race. Not that they can do much if he's down in P20, but still not great. I think he had an issue in, where was it? I want to say Ricard or maybe Spain, where he was found to impede Norris and got a telling off then. But yes, we'll see.
I think that was France. Yeah, I think it was France. Yeah. That was. Oh no, maybe that was in the race, wasn't it? Mazepin got in the way of.
Let me have a look because
you have a penalty points thingy. On it. Pretty sure.
I do. Yes.
Right. Perez is underway on his lap time. No surprise, leading the Red Bull train. Clearly, Red Bull just don't want to mess around with all the stupid shenanigans of end of session. Whatever they, all the bunching up. What it will mean is that them going this early to try and get through to Q3, they won't have the best track available to them. The track evolution will kick in throughout the next 11 minutes and 33 seconds. So they're going to have to put in a bit of a stonker, really, to help their cause getting through to Q3. So no surprises. Verstappen was fastest in the first sector. He is no longer. Someone else is out there. Is it Bottas?
It's Bottas.
It is.
Yeah.
It's Valtteri. And now that's
and
gone.
He's lost that as well.
So maybe it's
I
Hamilton
think I can guess
now.
who took that, yeah.
Perez purple through the middle because he's the only one. So Verstappen,
and Verstappen takes it.
Yeah, Verstappen's 3 tenths quicker than Perez so far on this lap. which is...
I was just saying Giovinazzi's gone purple in Sector 1 now. I don't know if that's an old thing, but
Oh, Alpine
go
Alonso
Antonio.
is just sitting there. Bottas, purple in the middle. So I think Perez might struggle, you know. If he doesn't get given a toe by Verstappen, he might struggle to get through to Q3. That's my prediction. Let's see what Verstappen does. A 20.7 compared to a 21.1 from Perez. What does Bottas... Oh, wait. Who's purple in the first then?
Giovinazzi.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Bottas, a
Go on, Gio.
20.0. Katie, a 20.0 from Bottas.
That's quick.
19.9 from Mercedes. And Hamilton...
Where is the graphic of the timing?
They're 7
not coming
tenths
up.
clear. Giovinazzi goes quicker than Perez.
Oh, damn.
I've just realised my window's open. All the construction workers outside are hearing my commentary.
It's fine. Maybe they're also relying on Radio WTF1.
They don't want it. There you go. Right, we move. Okay, it's closed now. So clearly, the classification is having an absolute meltdown right now.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to pull this up on the F1 website or something because
Imagine-
I can't see anything.
Imagine qualifying without a literal classification.
That's not ideal, I'm telling you now. I need to know what's going on. Live leaderboard, please.
We very much need...
Okay, well, the website isn't
There it
either,
is. It's
so
back.
that's
It's back.
great.
We're back. We're
Okay.
back here. Right, so that's Hamilton from Bottas. Then it's the two McLarens. Then it's Gasly. And then Verstappen in 6th, sorry. Perez in 10th.
Oh, dear.
Wow, a Red Bull that slow round here, or what?
Perez saying he needs a toe. Yes, I think we probably gathered
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but
On
no,
the
but
fact down
this
in
is
10th.
going to be interesting now, Katie, because Verstappen's in trouble in P6, I would say.
Yeah.
He's not clear.
Yeah.
So Red Bull are going to have to sacrifice Perez, surely.
Oh, he's not going to be happy with that.
They're going to
But,
have to
yeah.
risk Perez.
They've just pitted both Red Bulls, so...
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because obviously you can get a toe from someone else, sure, but it's much more difficult to orchestrate that. So, wow.
It's going to be very interesting team play here coming up of what they're going to do.
Interesting.
But yeah, Mercedes 1-2 followed by McLaren 3-4. Not a bad day for those Mercedes-powered cars. Sebastian Vettel's down in P12, but I'm sure that he'll improve with that.
Fingers crossed. Leclerc's struggling with his Ferrari.
All right, everybody's pitting now.
Wow. Even Danny Rick up there. I wonder who was given the toe. I reckon... This is just a guess. Yeah, oh no, yeah. So Danny Rick gave Lando the toe.
And still P4.
So that
Nice
is a
work,
very
Danny
good
Rick.
lap from Mr.
Well
Daniel
done,
Ricciardo.
Danny Rick. He said
Welcome.
I've put him in my top 5. There you go. He thought I can't let Katie down.
Welcome to the season, Daniel Ricciardo.
He's really found his groove here, hasn't he? He was
Don't
quick
say
in,
it. It's too early. Don't say that now,
quick
Katie.
in F1. Oh no. But yeah,
So Lando,
Norris
what's
there,
going on
just
with
having to
Lando?
go to I think he had to go to the weighbridge.
Ah.
So he had to
He's
go
just
all-
chilling.
Yeah, just having a nice time.
Absolutely chilling in that McLaren, and they're trying to start him back up. Interesting. Okay, what's
simple
happened
with
now?
Alonso.
Fernando Alonso. Oh no, is he going to get blocked into turn 1? Oh no, he locks
he's
up.
locked up. Oh my gosh, that was a bit of a dangerous move.
Yeah, now that
Nearly
is not allowed, and I think. Oh,
wiped out
Perez is
Perez,
like,
yeah.
what?
excuse me.
Yeah, so
Good reaction times from Perez to get out of the way of that. Otherwise, that would have been a bit disastrous.
Alonso absolutely sent it into turn 1. If you're wondering, that would not have been allowed had he carried on, because he corner cut. So, Fernando, no time set. Currently, the bottom 5 are Ocon, Vettel, Sainz, George Russell, and Fernando Alonso. Russell only a couple of tenths away from the top 10, but unfortunately for him, he's going to have to find a toe somewhere else because his teammate didn't make it to Q2. But Mercedes, I can't get over how much quicker they are. This is like throwback to like pretty much every season we've seen since 2014.
Since the hybrid era has begun, I know.
Yeah.
It's very, very quick. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure they'll be able to manage this. I mean, let's be honest, if this is how qualifying ends, that'll be probably no movement at all in the top 3 for the sprint quali, because they'll just let it be easy. Because do you remember for sprint quali, I think we had Hamilton and Verstappen on the front row, and they were kind of, I think Verstappen got past Hamilton straight away, and then that was sort of the position set. Before then on the Sunday we had that incident, which I won't go into because all the broadcasters have already replayed it a million times. But,
I've just had a comment from Brylith. Quali on a Friday? I must be missing something. Shouldn't this be tomorrow? No. It's sprint qualifying this weekend.
It is. We still, I don't think, have a definite date of when the next one will be, because there was chat that it could be Interlagos, but then we don't actually know if we're going to be racing there yet. It's still on the provisional calendar, but same with quite a lot of races at the end of this year. Like even Austin is a bit in the balance. So yeah, I'm not sure at the moment what is going to be happening. But do you like the sprint quali weekends, Matt? Do you like the fact that it's been shaped up a bit and it's a little bit different, or are you a bit of a traditionalist?
I'm a bit of both, really. I'm open to change as long as it's the right change. But I think they've done it right in the sense of they're just testing it a few weekends this year and just see how it works. And then if it doesn't, then they'll scrap it. So I don't think it's bad at all. I like the way they're trying to integrate Friday into the entertainment package, rather than Friday being free practice 1, free practice 2, where fair enough, you do get to see a lot of the cars, but Friday for me, every time I'm at a Grand Prix, it just seems like the insignificant kind of day where you kind of go, you see the cars, but nothing comes from it. Whereas this, and of course, we can attest to being at Silverstone earlier this year, that it felt like there was something going on every single day, and that, especially, particularly for people attending, changed the dynamic of going to a Grand Prix. So for me, I am a fan of it. I think I'd like to see it in the future as well, but only at this amount of weekends, I think. Maybe a couple more if they tweak it a bit more, because I know they're speaking, aren't they? I think Ross Brawn came out and said that they're looking at maybe just having a sprint race, basically, rather than sprint qualifying determining the grid. It was that they'd rather just have a standalone sprint race or something like that. So clearly they're looking into tweaking it, because I'm not a massive fan of it being sprint quali. I'd rather just see a sprint race. The F2 format, for example, is amazing from previous years, not this year. I don't like the 3 races. So yeah, there's my thoughts. What do you think, Casey?
I like the fact that F1 are doing things to shake things up. I'd rather they put ideas out there, and if they're rubbish, they're rubbish, and if they're great, then that's excellent. Rather than just not being willing to change for anything. But I don't like the fact that Verstappen's just gone past all of the grid there. I don't like the fact that the official title of pole position is the winner of Saturday's sprint quali, because I was looking at the stats and it was like, this is Verstappen's 6th pole in 7 races, and I was like, what? That's not right, because I'm sure Hamilton got pole on the Friday, and it's like, that doesn't count as official pole position. That's like Speed King Award or something.
Speed
King. Yeah, I'm gonna see that later. The Pirelli Speed King Award. Oh, that's an unsafe release.
Oh, actually, I'm going to do a good poll for this. Do you like sprint qualifying?
Oh my goodness, this is so chaotic. Look at all these drivers being launched out. Oh my goodness! If you're one of the people that's
teammates
waving people out, you're worried you're going to get
going on?
Squished.
Oh my
That
god!
is
the Alpine joins.
No.
Oh,
That is...
Jesus!
Come on, guys. That is ridiculous.
Right, I'm saying it right now. Monza qualifying will not be the same next year.
No.
I feel like they're gonna change it. They might send them out in 2 groups or something. I don't know. I've just put a poll up. Do you like sprint qualifying? There you go. Answer us, yes or no.
Nice and simple. Yeah, that was really...
I did quite a good tweet just now, Katie. Just
shall I have a look? Sorry, I haven't even had a chance to look at my phone.
No, it's fine. I know it's fine. I just said that, has anyone told Max Verstappen it's not free practice 2? I thought it was quite good.
like that. I've
Did you
given
enjoy
you a like. Not that my one like will make a difference.
I wasn't begging for likes.
200,000 followers or something. 250,000 followers on Twitter. Jeez.
Gee, I don't know why. No idea why. They're all bots. Okay, right. 47 seconds remaining of Q2. Giovinazzi, currently P7, which is an absolute stonking performance from Antonio right now. He is absolutely flying in qualifying. I don't know where this guy's been the last few years, but finally he turns up. Let's see. First sector, he's a little bit down on what he managed, but it's fine. It's only a tenth and a half down on Lewis Hamilton. What's it going to be in the middle sector for Antonio Giovinazzi in the Alfa Romeo? Can he be anywhere near? Does he improve? He does not. He's still half a second down. He's going to need a stonking final sector in order to improve. Perez is not really improving that much. He's going to probably get around Giovinazzi territory, though, if he has a good final sector. So he is improving to some degree. Let's see what happens. So Perez is getting a tow from Giovinazzi. That's helping him a lot. Ocon's also improving. The timer's going off in my ear. Going to turn that off immediately. Let's have a look and see then. So Bottas doesn't improve. Giovinazzi doesn't improve either.
Is Giovinazzi going to be the fastest?
Perez is behind Giovinazzi. Verstappen goes up to P3. Can Perez get through? Alonso P10 at the moment. Ocon over the line. Oh, he's only 11th. He's just behind Fernando. Vettel goes to P9.
Is Giovinazzi going to be the fastest Ferrari-powered car?
Yeah. Oh, Sainz up to P8.
Sainz is not even... Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
If Leclerc improves, that's Vettel out.
Leclerc's 14th. Russell's improving as well. Where does Russell go?
Leclerc goes P9. Okay. So Perez is at risk.
Improve? Leclerc goes to P9. Perez just makes it through.
Just.
Norris is absolutely flying. P3.
Getting that little tie off, Danny, right? Antonio Giovinazzi, though, the fastest Ferrari-powered car on the grid at the moment.
That is redonkulous.
And that's outstanding. Wow. I am all aboard the Antonio Giovinazzi hype train. It's going to be a very short trip before he gets binned from his seat, but celebrate his achievements while he's on the grid, I guess.
So the 5 drivers out: Vettel, Stroll, Alonso, Ocon and Russell. So both Astons, both Alpines and George Russell. So Charles Leclerc only just made it through in P9.
That's ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, Sergio Perez just about made it through there, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's shocking. And they'd said, I don't know if you mentioned it, but the stewards are going to investigate the pit lane incident because there are so many cars involved in that.
Absolutely everybody.
But I mean, how are they going to sanction that? Because it was literally all the grid that's still left. They're going to give everybody a 3-place grid drop, which is not going to affect the results at all.
So Vettel, because I'm watching it on F1 TV, so Vettel just basically said about basically that he made a little mistake or maybe cost him a couple of hundredths, which was pretty much the gap between himself and Perez. So it was Hamilton, Bottas, Norris, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Gasly, Giovinazzi, Sainz, Leclerc, Perez, your top 10 with Vettel, Stroll, Alonso, Ocon, Russell out. And that helmet cam is absolutely amazing. It's actually interesting because we just saw that, didn't we, with George Russell driving to the line. But if you actually look at his delta, you would have known exactly how much he was up and that he wasn't actually really going to improve. So, yeah, interesting stuff. 70% of you have said you like sprint qualifying, which is quite a substantial amount. I thought it would be maybe more 50, 60%, but 70%. That is some lovely stuff.
I'm sure Ross Brawn is watching this qualifying watch-along and he'll find that poll very useful. Indeed. I know that he's a big watcher of WTF1.
Oh, yeah, he's probably listening to it right now, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Ross, if you're watching. Send me to a race, please.
Please. Yeah, let me be Michael Massey, please.
Yeah. Gosh.
So, who was your star of Q2? That's what I want to know. I'm going to pop it.
He is my hair inspo, Antonio Giovinazzi.
Star of Q2. Giovinazzi. Norris. It was literally the same ones. Maybe Danny Rick. Okay. I reckon Giovinazzi's going to win that vote as well, but we move. And we are now back from adverts. So Q3 coming up. And we should... Are we going to see chaos again in Q3 with everybody trying to get the slipstream? I wonder.
This is why I can't tweet and watch stuff at the same time, because I've put the fact that Giovinazzi is the fastest Ferrari powered car after that FP2 is madness. And now I've got everybody in my mentions going, it's Q2, Katie. I'm like, oh God. Last week I managed to tweet and say Giovanni instead of Giovinazzi. So it's something to do with Antonio Giovinazzi. Tweets around that are just cursed.
Oh, God. Let's reflect back on Giovinazzi again. Where's this bloke been? I hope for his sake that it's still not settled yet as to whether or not he stays at Alfa Romeo. And maybe, just maybe, it's still pending. They still haven't decided exactly who they're going to go for. This could save his seat, maybe. Unless everything's written, signed, sealed, delivered. It's going to be Guan Yu Zhou or whoever. Guan Yu Zhou, an Alpine driver. I mean, we reflected it in the podcast for the 2022 driver changes. But what a strange, silly season we're having. Daniel Ricciardo apparently is the fastest in car performance for straights.
Yes, love to see.
So McLaren, very slippery in a straight line is what I'm seeing in that, Katie, which could give them overtaking opportunities for tomorrow.
It could. It's going to be making the most of tomorrow for sure, especially with their competition Ferrari looking like they're really struggling for any kind of pace this weekend. So, yeah, bring it on. That battle for third in the Constructors' Championship is going to be a tasty one. As we watch more replays of this pit lane incident, it's just ridiculous. Every time you think another car can't come out onto that part of the pit lane, another one pops up.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody's going to get penalised for that, or the stewards will just go, just a bit chaos, wasn't it? Everybody released. Yeah. I don't think anyone will get penalised. Yeah, exactly. Because what was the other thing where
if Mazepin can't get penalised for the Leclerc thing, then I can't see them doing it for everyone else.
I'm trying to remember what the other FIA team radio we heard was, where it was like, was it Red Bull or McLaren was complaining to the FIA, and the FIA were like, yeah, but everyone was doing it. So I'm pretty sure it was maybe Baku, but either or. It's so gutting to see the fans there and us not there. Obviously, myself and Tommy were literally in Monza on Tuesday, stood on the literal pit straight. And then we were like, right, we have to leave now. Bye.
It's when you need to create a clone of yourself or something.
Yeah. Everyone was like, why
or just send a cardboard cutout back home.
Why didn't you stay? Because content, guys. We got to get the content out.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen what a disaster I'm doing. So imagine me doing Watchalong on my own.
No disaster, Katie. Don't be silly.
Oh, I don't
know. Now, I would love to know who
can't spell,
which fan base would win the atmosphere competition.
Ooh.
The Orange Army or the Tifosi.
We should have that as an award in our WTF1 end of year awards. Best fan base.
Best. What, just give a trophy to every single Orange Army member.
You get a virtual certificate that you can download at this link.
I'm going to do a poll right now. I'm going to see what people think. Yeah. Right. We're still waiting for the start of Q3. I'm still also trying to do a poll, but it's not letting me do it for some reason. Strange. Let's see what people are saying in the comments section.
Oh, look, they've sent Bottas out ahead of Hamilton.
What?
I would never have
Imagine my shock.
Yeah,
I reckon Bottas will give him 2. Maybe. Depends how far off the pace Bottas is. Okay, both Red Bulls now out. It's a very crucial thing as well for Perez to have got through.
I really hope Gasly manages to pull something out of the bag, because obviously he hasn't got the fact that his teammate isn't here. Yuki was out in Q1, so he hasn't got a teammate that he can get a toe off of. But hey. Gasly's done some pretty special things around this track. Obviously, he won here last year thanks to a certain set of circumstances, don't get me wrong.
Ridiculous race, wasn't it?
That was mad, yeah. That that was probably the weirdest race of last season. Mind you, Turkey was up there, but that was just because it was just wet and everybody was sliding around. But yeah, no, normally the Italian Grand Prix does deliver some really brilliant moments. So I'm a fan.
You're a fan, not passionate.
I'm a fan.
You're a fan.
No, no.
Okay, so Q3 is underway, and we have
Everybody but
everybody
Giovinazzi is
bar
out.
Jesus out on track
Jesus.
right now. So
I can't believe he's made it into Q3 back to back.
he's just like,
What
you
a
know
little-
what?
What a legend.
I'm just going to send it. That's literally
Yeah.
it. That's his strat, which is fair play to him. So, of course, he probably only has one fresh set available to him after pretty much busting his balls to get into Q3. So, fair play to Antonio. Yeah, technical. Look it up in the dictionary. Actually, maybe don't. People are
don't
saying
do that.
timer. The timer is definitely on. But anyway, 10 minutes to go, and we have our first Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas starting his lap time. Let's see exactly what he's going to be able to do down towards turn 1. Does he spot his braking point beautifully? Let's take a look. We don't see any smoke going into turn 1. Maybe a tiny little lock. I'm not sure about that one. But anyway, through turn 2, Valtteri Bottas comes, and Hamilton is actually quite far behind, you know. I'm not sure Mercedes have... I'm not sure he's actually close enough to get slipstream.
Bottas is just gone like the wind.
Well, he's 7 seconds behind, so that is
Ooh.
marginal. Like he'll be
And he's running a little bit wide there. That'll slow him down. Hamilton will catch up now.
Yeah. I wonder if Bottas will get out of this, or no. I mean,
I think
he'll
this
carry
is very
on.
strange because Gasly looks like he's getting a toe off Hamilton. Perez is getting one off Gasly. Verstappen's getting one off Perez. I don't understand why. Obviously it's not made too much of a difference because Hamilton had gone fastest in the first sector, but yeah, he seems a little bit ahead for what seems.
Oh, the two McLarens fastest in the first sector.
Oh, we love to see it.
Oh, stop it! Come on, Max
Norris
Verstappen fastest in the middle. So I reckon Mercedes haven't got this right, you know, with Hamilton's toe, because Bottas has gone too early. I know you probably get a slight distant slipstream.
I mean, come on,
Bottas.
that is just far too ahead.
20.3, Hamilton over the line, 19.9. What's Verstappen got in the locker? Gasly's going to go a 20.4, not far off at all. No. Come on, what's Verstappen got? Perez goes 4th. Verstappen, my God, that's so close.
That is close. What about Norris? What can Norris?
Sainz slots in P5. What the McLaren's got? Lando, what are you saying? Danny Rick's going to come over the line, goes P3! Danny Rick goes P3! Lando goes P3! Oh my God, 700ths off!
The thing is, though, if you're McLaren, Danny Rick is setting some blinding times without the help of a teammate. Yeah. Do you change your strategy? Do you prioritise Ricciardo? Because he looks to be doing some worldies without the help.
Yeah, I think they'll alternate, won't they? So next time Danny Rick will get the toe. But Bottas with that mistake, like that's a couple of tenths down the toilet already for Bottas, I think. So Valtteri not looking too bad either. So what is the current standings? Hamilton, Verstappen, Norris, Ricciardo, Bottas, Gasly, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez in 9th. And then Giovinazzi has not set a lap time yet. So who is currently the most accurate in their predictions if we were to stop now? I've got Hamilton, Verstappen, 2, no, and then no. So I've got 2. Tommy's got Hamilton. He's got 1. And Katie, you've got absolutely nobody.
Oh dear. Well,
let's see. Let's see. I think it could change quite a bit, you know. So close. Lando is 600ths away from pole. But that's the thing, like, what are they going to do? They're going to have to get toe somewhere. Who is going to be the person to lead the train? Because Bottas is not going to want to lead the train again. He's down in P5. Wow. We've got a very intriguing end to this session coming up. But of course, this isn't qualifying, Katie, if you didn't forget. This is just...
I did tweet... yeah. No, it's what I would call official qualifying, but it's not official qualifying because it's just qualifying for a sprint qualifying that's tomorrow, because that's not confusing for new fans, is it? Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. This is for the Speed King Award.
Speed
that
King.
trophy that nobody wants.
Of all the titles to give it,
yeah.
why is it Speed King, you know? It's just a bit rubbish, isn't it? Just a bit rubbish. Let's see what people are saying
what if,
in the chat.
I was going to say, what if in, 5 years' time, this is still a thing and we have a woman driving in Formula One who's really good against pole?
Exactly.
Is she a speed queen?
Yeah.
It just seems a bit,
bit silly,
Come on,
really.
guys, it's 2021.
What are people saying in the chat then? Will Bottas get a penalty for the sprint race or the actual race? He'll get a penalty for the actual race, as far as I am concerned and aware. Katie, can you confirm that?
I believe so, because otherwise, I don't think they would give a penalty out for like a half. Well, it's like 18, 19 laps, isn't it? The sprint race or something like that. So it seems a bit unfair, because otherwise people could just take like grid penalties for engine changes and stuff if it would be the sprint race. That'd be much better to take a penalty there. So, I'm not sure.
Speed Monarch, says Joe Deacon.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Speed Demon.
Speed Demon.
Road Sniper. I like that. That's better.
So, here we go then.
Legend. There's so many things.
Business end of the session now.
Yes.
What's going to change, Katie? Bold prediction. Go.
Final
thought?
I don't know. Giovinazzi manages to out-qualify the Ferraris again, even though he's only got 1 lap left.
Okay. You reckon a solid little P7 for Giovinazzi?
I think he's going to repeat his last weekend, yes, which is probably going to be wrong.
It's such a standoff. Like, they're all just waiting for somebody to go. It's just a game of chicken, isn't it?
Yeah,
I loved it. It was 2019 when Hulkenberg went out first and then locked up and went through the flipping, like the whatever they're called,
the polystyrene
boards. Yeah, just the whole thing is carnage. I wonder when they're all going to dive out the pits, because 3.5 minutes remaining. Oh no, we're seeing some movement already.
Oh! Who's going to go out first?
Perez, surely. Oh, are they going to send Max out?
Oh, they're going to send Verstappen out. Oh no, Perez.
Oh yeah, of course.
Perez out first. There we go.
So they're like, yeah, Perez, you can lead the charge, mate. Cheers. Absolutely sacrificing McGee.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Crofty said exactly the same thing. Bottas is leading Hamilton again. No surprise there either.
Where's Norris?
Lando's...
Ricciardo's gone out.
Yeah, I think Lando
but Norris hasn't.
Oh no, Lando... Yeah,
Lando's not out yet.
Lando's not out the pit, so Daniel Ricciardo's going to have to get a tow from someone else.
Ah.
What's going on with Lando?
Well, that's not ideal. Why have they not sent Lando out? Everybody is out on the track bar Lando. That's a bit weird.
Where is Lando?
Lando, mate. Oh, there you go. He's just come out the pits.
He's out now. Well, I wonder why...
What a weird timing.
I wonder why they've separated them. I wonder.
I don't know. That seems very strange, but I'm sure they've got their reasoning. But who knows?
So Martin Brundle reckons that Lando's going to get the most superb slipstream from the two Mercedes. I'm not sure quite how close he's going to be for that, but pole position last year was an 18.8, so we're a second back from that. Let's see then. We're about to get our final runs for qualifying, for sprint qualifying for the race.
Because that's really simple.
On a Friday, hasten I add.
On a Friday. I've just heard my doorbell go. I've got a takeaway with my name on it as soon as this finishes.
So do I. Soph texted me and said that has Antonio Giovinazzi been born again? and then insert
Oh,
Nico
like Jesus.
Rosberg Flames or something. So even though
Oh.
she spelt Rosberg, which I really enjoyed. Anyway, here we go then. 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining, and we have the two Red Bulls out there. They are not messing around. They want to get their lap times in. They're sacrificing Sergio Perez. Now, that is a lot closer than what the two Mercedes were. So that's the kind of optimum, probably, gap for the slipstream. So let's see. Can Max nail a lap to get ahead of Hamilton even, not Verstappen?
You can see as well that the sun is setting there. I think it said that the sunset is officially at 7:45 local time. And you can see the sun, reflecting off the track there, which we don't normally have. Yeah, such a late. Oh, he's proper throwing that car about, is he, Verstappen? Oh,
the timing is having an absolute shocker. But what we can see is that he hasn't improved in the first sector.
Oh.
Maybe, I mean, Brundle made a good point that maybe he's a little bit too close
Max
almost.
is really going for this, isn't he?
Yeah, he's sending it serious amounts right now.
He is foot to the floor.
So wasn't a great first sector for Verstappen. What's the middle sector saying?
This is not looking
no
good
idea.
At all, is
It's
he?
a yellow again.
Gasly's
purple in the middle sector. What in God's name? Where the hell has that come from? Pierre Gasly, stop it.
Right now. Is Gasly going to go ahead of Verstappen here?
No, surely not. Get in the bin. I mean, come on.
Oh,
okay, the timer's going off. Let me turn that off right now.
Perez 8th. Oh,
Perez
no.
only 8th. Verstappen doesn't improve.
Verstappen's second.
Gasly? Where does Gasly go?
Bottas has gone purple in first and second.
Bottas? Stop it, my friend. Sainz only
Valtteri
7th.
Bottas? What can he manage?
Oh my God, is Bottas actually going to get pole? Giovinazzi only goes 10th.
I put this on as my prediction.
Leclerc only 8th. Is Bottas about to absolutely stick one to Hamilton? Ricardo P3! Ricardo only 46,000.
Bottas goes pole
Bottas by 4/10.
Come on, Ricardo.
Hamilton?
P4. Oh my God, Bottas is pole! Bottas is pole!
Lando, 4th!
4th! Wow, my God!
Wow, Verstappen very lucky indeed to be ahead of the two McLarens.
I got my prediction right. I said Bottas pole. I'll take that.
You got it right. I thought it was Tommy. I apologise.
No, I said Bottas pole for something a bit different, but it's worked out quite well.
You said Bottas, Hamilton, Verstappen, then Gasly, Ricardo. You got 4 out of 5.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for me. I've earned that takeaway. Oh, wow, that's not bad. I'll take that. And to be honest, I guess Gasly had an issue maybe in the last sector, but he was also looking mega quick.
What is it with losing your seat and just doing well? Giovinazzi, Bottas.
Wow. I'll take that. Wow, there we go, yeah. Valtteri Bottas pole position. I will take that. What? Don't. Oh.
Wait.
What are we waiting?
What are they saying about the engine?
I can't hear it. I've got it on mute.
So who was on? Has Bottas got a penalty that I don't know about? No, it's not. I don't know what. I must have misheard what Crofty was saying.
Mm. Yeah, I suppose so. It won't be pole. It'll be Speed King because pole is decided tomorrow. But yeah.
Well, there you go then. That was quite something. I hope everybody enjoyed that quali session. That was amazing from Valtteri Bottas, it has to be said. That came out of nowhere. And I wonder, is Bottas just going to open the door to Hamilton down towards turn 1?
Oh, so Mercedes has decided to fit Bottas's car with a 4th power unit, resulting in a grid penalty on Sunday. Bottas will start the race from the back of the grid.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So he'll start tomorrow's sprint quali on pole not pole.
But he's starting from the back the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, look how happy Bottas is. I've never seen somebody jump out of their car with so much energy. Oh, that has got to feel pretty sweet if you're Valtteri Bottas to go back on the team and be like, oh,
you're speed king, but start from the back, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go
well, I'm glad that he can, savour these good memories because it might be a while before he starts getting pole positions with Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, it might be a little while, but
Oh dear. Oh,
right,
love to hear what those two Red Bulls are
I
saying.
completely missed the Bottas penalty engine thing because I've been
I
very
think
busy
it got
coming back from Zandvoort. So.
announced midway through qualifying. So.
Oh, did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In which case, people will let me off. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching and listening to the live watch along to qualifying. We will also be live tomorrow for our first ever live watch along of a race for the sprint qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix. Katie, thank you so much for your time.
No worries, thanks for having me.
Enjoy your takeaway. What are we thinking? What kind of takeaway are we saying?
See, I was tempted to go Italian in full Italian Grand Prix thing.
Okay.
But I'm probably just going to go for a burger because I love a burger. So, what about you? What's your takeaway?
I'll just get both. I'll just get a pizza and a burger. I don't know. I've only recently moved,
you can
so
get a burger pizza from Domino's.
Oh God,
I do like that cheeseburger pizza. That's quite nice, actually.
I haven't tried it yet, to be honest.
It's good.
Yeah, I've just recently moved, so I'm not sure what takeaways are around here. So I'm going to have a little look-see. Guys, if you have enjoyed, please leave a like on this watch along. It means a lot. It means that you do like what us chin wagging and chatting. So please do give it a like. Also subscribe because we will be doing the watch along tomorrow, as I say. Internet special reactions on Sunday, podcast on Monday. It's lots of content coming as always. So thank you once again, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye 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 bye. Oh, my wrist just blew up. Bye.